everything's going to hell here because of the fogginess, the humidity. I got the first valve out, right? I'm just going to show you what I did when I was a kid. I'm going to do it again here, right? So I guess 1, 2, 3, 4. Inlet, exhaust, inlet. Well, no, we should just say 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? And the first valve, because there's 8 valves, obviously 4 cylinders. Now I'm just going to put a wee hole in each one of these. Right? So I just got one out. So 1 right there. And number 1 valve is going to go in there. Now see, oh sorry, I'm not doing that in line. Number 1 valve is going to go in there. This is different from the valves that I took out the first time I did this. There were collets. They call 2 little bronze collars that were conical in shape. When you put them together, they were a cone, a hollow cone. And you took the collars out, and then the valve came out, right? But this was a little pin. That was not the way I did that originally, right? So now, so that wee pin's going to get lost. It won't fit through there, right? So I'll make a bigger hole and sit that down in there. Now, of course, what I should do is turn it upside down, right? Turn it upside down. I'll take that wee pin out for now. Don't lose the pin. And then put the valve spring on there. Put that on there, right? You got it? Like that, because that's the way the valve goes, upside down, of course. I'll give this a good clean. Those are the valve surfaces that need to be lapped, right? And, you know, lapped into here. So I'll show you how to do that in a minute. But anyway, so that's the valve spring, collar that holds the valve spring, and then for that all to work, that little pin has to be in there, right? And as I said, there were 2 half brass collars that I used the last time. I guess this engine's different. I don't know if it means it's earlier or later. Mine's was a 3-bearing Shell engine, so I guess this is a 2-bearing Babbitt engine, right, white metal engine. So what I'll do is I'll find somewhere putting that in that cardboard box there that it sits like that, right, and that will be valve number 1 in that position there. Got it? That way I won't lose it. Then valve 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you keep all their bits and pieces together is the whole point of this, right? So I'll find some way of doing that. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do that. Okay, and I'll show you how to take these things out again. Now I get the valve compressor to work. I'll show you how to do that in a minute.
He wanted to follow the hero and do what the he-men do. Red, green, and many-colored hair tonics he rubbed on his chest day and night. When he looked in the mirror next morning, no new hair grew inside. He died all for Red Nellie's honor. He cleaned up a hold-up nest. He died with 2 6 guns smoking, but only 2 hairs on his chest. He was only a lavender cowboy. The hairs on his chest, they were 2. He wanted to follow the heroes gather round me, jolly lads. A story I will tell, all about the good old days in Ireland, near as I can tell. For I've got a situation, and begor and begob, I can safely save a weekly wage of 19 bob. 'Tis 12 months from October since I left me native home, after helping them Killarney boys to bring the harvest home. But now I wear a gansey, and around me waist a belt. I'm the gaffer o' the lads that lay the hard ash bill. Oh, we laid it in the hollow, we laid it in the flat, and if it doesn't last forever, well, I'll surely eat me hat. But now I wear a gansey, and around me waist a belt. I'm the gaffer o' the lads that lay the hard ash bill. This copper, he comes up to me and says to me, Maguire, would you kindly let me light me pipe down at your boiler fire? Then he stands there in front of me with his coattails up so neat. I says, I'm a decent man, you better go and mind your beat. He says to me, I know ya, I'm up to all your pranks. I know ye for a traitor from the Tipperary ranks. So I hit him from the shoulder and I gave him such a belt that he landed in a boiler full of hard ash bill. We laid it in the hollow and we laid it in the flat, and if it doesn't last forever, well, I surely eat me hat. But now I wear a gansey and around me waist a belt. I'm the gaffer o' the lads that lay the hard ash bill. We quickly pulled them out again and put them in the tub, and with soap and warm water we began to rub and scrub. But never the devil the tar came off, he turned as hard as stone, and with every scrape we gave him, you could hear the copper groan. She was throbbing and a scrubbing, he caught his death a cold, and for scientific purposes his body it was sold. So in the Kelvin Grove Museum, lads.
Okay, had a slight battery mishap. We're back in business. Still taking out these valve springs, right? Using the valve compressor, compressing the springs, taking the pin out, and then putting them carefully in place prior to the lapping, which is going to take place soon enough. The pin, right? Put it over there. Sure, this isn't the right way of doing it, but hey, it works, so I'm doing it this way. Bring it up, twirl it, get it free. That was exhaust valve. This is number 6, I guess. Okay, that's number 6.
Number 7 and 8. Okay, that's fine. This one's not good. I'm going to take half it. Much cleaner. You get it this way. Okie dokie, nice one. Just. Okay, we'll do that now. Right, so I found out that we go anti-clockwise on this, so let's get the inlet valve here.
Crank goes down, piston goes down, right? And then we're coming back up again. We're on the compression stroke now. I'm going to show you 2 different ways of lapping valves. I bought a couple of widgets. Here we go, valve lapper, traditional valve lapper tool and grinding paste. It used to come in a little tin back when I was a teenager. Now it comes in tube, I guess. Can actually do with my glasses here. Not this terribly intricate work, you know, but yeah, I can't see a damn thing without my glasses, so I do need them. So, you can hear the thunderstorm in the background. It's 4th of July 2023 in New Jersey, and we've got severe weather warnings and stuff like that, so not your usual 4th of July. But anyway, let's get this valve out. We're going to do the last valve we took out. You may remember I just took out valve number 8, right? I don't think you need to put that all around there, but basically you put it in here and twirl it around, right? So you can absolutely use a screwdriver, right? So like this, you may hear it, you know, and doop 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 doop. You pick it up, turn it round, do it again, right? So that's a screwdriver because that has a slot in the head. Yeah, I just licked that. Probably shouldn't lick it. And there's a little suction cup thing, and typically that would turn it as well. See? Catch my drift? Okay. And when I was a kid, I was shown like that. Pick it up, put it down, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. It ain't sticking very well. Don't know how you're supposed to get it to stick better. But you catch the drift, right? You can absolutely do it with a screwdriver. Now I'm going to pause. I'm going to show you the way my dad, 89-year-old dad, just told me a much better way of doing it. So let me pause you for a minute. Okay, we're recording. So I hope you saw that bit with the electric drill, but I'll keep on doing it. So you can see we're grinding, we're grinding, we're grinding. And if you can see the valve faces, we're going to put that back in there. I'm going to grind some more. Catch my drift. Here we go with the drill again. Lift it, reseat it, start again. How nifty is that? Quick way of doing it. See the dull shine? That's what I was always told we were looking for. So the valve seat looks okay. Don't know if you can see in here. I need to really zoom in to let you have a look at this. Let's have a look, see what this looks like. Not too bad, huh? Not too bad. Let me shine a light on there. You can see even better. Right. And basically what my dad says, don't over egg it, right? Don't over egg it. So I think we're pretty much ground in at that point. Right? It's take my word for it, it's consistent all around. It's pretty good compared to the next one. See, I'm just going to keep on doing that, and you can watch along if you want. Let's back a bit. And you can watch along. Okay, so that's valve number 1. I'm now going to put that in my little turbo hole.
Beautiful dreamer, wake unto me, starlight and dewdrops are waiting for thee. Sounds of the rude world heard in coming home, I've done my time. Now I got to know what is or isn't mine. If you receive my letter telling you I'll soon be free, then you know just what to do if you still want me. If you still want me, tie a yellow ribbon round.
Okay, so we're recording. I think we're recording. Yes, believe we are recording. And this is me outside with the little Austin 7 engine, which is filthy, but it needs this. I'm going to twist it around now. See how that function works on this thing. I'm a bit nervous because I've never done it before. I guess that's that. Here and show you in a minute. I know you probably want to see what's going on in there, so I'll try and do that without
Come on, come on. Let's get them clean.
It's interesting, isn't it? How much gunk comes out of there. Making a huge mess on the driveway. I'm just wondering where those splits are. Thinking those splits in the crankcase, you know. I can find if there's a split in the inside of it as well. I think I will still go ahead and try and start the thing. Seems to me as if it's that big bearing at the back there that is grimy still. So the very fact that it's turning so easily means there's not a whole hell of a lot wrong with that, I don't think anyway. Let's see if we can get this camshaft a bit cleaner. I was running my hand across the lobes and it was very grimy, and that's what prompted this more so than the crankshaft really. Oh, that's a good catch. And the camshaft was filthy. And what is it that turns twice as fast as the other one? So that's one from the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so we're looking at number 2, and that is a complete revolution of 2. Right, now I'm going to look at this camshaft down here. I'm going to do a complete revolution. I'm looking at that lobe. That lobe did not come back up again. And there is there. Right, so it's 2 revolutions of the crankshaft to 1 revolution of the camshaft. That's important to the people that know about engines. Apparently, that's important. So now you know, right? I'll never remember. I should know. If I know anything about engines, I should know that, right? I suppose so. Well, there's a number on there, BA281. I don't know if that means anything. Probably means something to someone. Wouldn't it be funny if this is some famous engine or something? I know it's not. It would just be funny, right? Some idiot like me playing with some fancy engine. That would be funny. You know, this is not as clean and as pristine as it should be. Those camshaft lobes all need a good, well, first of all, a good spritz of this stuff for sure, and in those bearings. Huh? And then maybe we can run a bit of emery cloth over them. Okay, let's do that. Fine, wet and dry. let's not try and pretend that I know what the hell I'm doing. But this is a 2000 grit from when I was working on paintwork, which was another disaster, by the way. One of these days I'll talk you through what I did wrong with the paintwork. But anyway, so I guess I'm going to try and clean up the lobes or camshaft. That would be nice. Anything? Not really doing anything. Is it cleaning it? I don't. Let's try the big doohickeys and crankshafts. If you use anything rougher, you can score it alright, and it's supposed to be scoring nothing when you're dealing with journals, right? You're supposed to be polishing them. With 2000 grit, you just polish them, right? That's the idea. Clean off the last of the grunge. Not to prepare an engine for reassembly. You could watch this video and not to do it. I mean, it's clean, isn't it? It is. So, what is it, Derek? Is it a Vice Grip Garage? If it works, is it really a bad idea? See if this engine runs for any more than 10 seconds when it tries to affect. I actually think that's going quite good. Oh yeah, good today. This rusty bit here. Little rusty. Good. So I think the 2000 grit's pretty good for just polishing off. I mean, it's just really polishing it, right? So it's giving it a wee bit better of a clean than put oil in the rag. So it's good from that point of view. But you know, it's not getting any of the marks off it or nothing. And look at, I'll show you that mark on this in a minute. See that mark? Can I get that off with this?
clean this one, and then go back to the camshaft.
The thing, for all the shortcuts I'm taking,
It's still quite a bit of work.
right?
I mean, I take many more shortcuts than I'm taking right now, but it's still a lot of work. And fair enough, I haven't been working on this for months. It was still months ago that I started it.
Let's flip it around again.
We'll give it a last squirt on this side. And we'll flip it around again and straighten the pump. There we go. Bring this back a bit.
Maybe zoom out. Out. Good.
I'm hoping you can still hear me, even though it's very blowy here.
This made a world of a difference cleaning this. Feel much better about it. I'll stick my wee pinky in there and try. It's interesting. I'm a wee bit worried about the studs that have come out of this. I'm not even sure I know what studs come out of it, but I'm going to stick my little finger in here and try and clean up this camshaft and not get my finger jammed. That would be the desirable output. Off and cleaning up the camshaft lobes because they're just a bit corroded and pitted and not looking the way I imagine a camshaft should look like. Certainly not a nice new sparkly camshaft. That's asking a bit much, of course. This one's particularly mucky. Let's try the next one. None of these feel very good, by the way. I mean, the lobes are there, just corroded and pitted, which is not a good thing, right? And this one in particular has a big dimple in it. It's not good, dudes. Cannot be good. I'm not going to screw up the
cam follower and then really corrode it. And just how much play is that supposed to have? Not that much, I'm sure, right? Oh, is that loose? Does anyone know how much play that's supposed to have? Probably, I mean, all the experts will know. Ouch your finger. Don't do this, by the way. This is stupid, because I'm just going to jam my finger one of these days, you know? Kind of holding it against that. When the lobe comes, I'm kind of jamming my finger up again so I don't lose it. It is cleaning them up, so it's not as if it's completely futile what I'm doing. But I'll tell you this, camshaft leaves a lot to be desired. Creepers. What a mess. It's way corroded, dudes. I think I might be wasting my time. You know, it might be one of these things that starts but never really runs. It's just too messed up. This one has a big divot in it. Where is that? A big corroded bit, I should say. It's not a divot per se. It's a really corroded bit. I can feel it's like a scab, you know. Maybe I need to scrape that off with a screwdriver or something. I don't know. Just clean it a wee bit. Nothing shiny about that. Lobe on that shaft. Let me bring you in and have a look at that and tell me what you think. Camera. Right now, where was I? There. Can you see that? See how corroded it is? I don't know if I'll ever be able to make that. I mean, what I'll do is I'll put it all back together again and I'll film, try to start it, right? And we'll see how far we can get. I think it's probably one of these things that will start and then just shake itself to death, probably. Who knows? This camshaft is so corroded, I don't know if I'll ever be able to use it. Hi folks, here I am. Just about to start work putting the old 1937, 1936 Austin engine back together again. I got my piston rings, yay, from the UK. I have to install that in the cylinder block. And you'll remember the old engine that was so messed up and full of cream cheese and jammed, and we managed to get the whole thing freed up. I don't know you can see that very well, but there is the crankshaft and the camshaft and everything all moving. Right, so that was the original intent. Got all of my gaskets from the UK also. New cylinder head gasket and the D-coke set, whatever that is. Total with the piston rings was $150. for all of these gaskets, right? The big expensive one was a cylinder head gasket, £47, right? So £117 altogether, about 150 bucks. Now I come out, I need to do some adjustment to my car. The steering is getting stiff, so there's something out of alignment with the steering. So I come out today to move it out of the garage, jack it up in the daylight, and do some work on, you know, the car as it stands right now, right? So come out to do that. Of course, before I start it each time, I check the oil. So I checked the oil this time, and I think even you'll be able to see with the video, there was a pool of something underneath the engine, and that made me suspicious. I looked at it, that whole sump is full of water. No water in the radiator, and the sump is full of water. What does that mean? Cylinder head gasket's gone. Now, what did it do? It waited until I got the new cylinder head gasket from the UK, and then it blew the cylinder. I had it out last weekend, it was running fine. I did kind of rev it up a little bit when I got back last weekend, because it needed, you know, I thought it needed a good blast. Well, whatever it did revving it up, it turned the cylinder head gasket in. So there's no water in the radiator, all the water is in the sump. So that's my job now, is take that cylinder head off. Now, so the question is, take that cylinder head off, put the new gasket on, try and skim the head a little bit, or rebuild that engine over here and just switch the engines out and take my time with this, maybe send it to machine shop, get it skimmed and properly and all that good stuff. I think I'm going to build the old engine as I intended. I'll still probably adjust the steering in this, because I'm going to have to dismantle all this anyway, right, to get the head off. So why not just put the other engine together? So I'll film the other engine going together. That's my intent, okay?